Throw Gang, we were joined by the dog dad of the year,
Thanks.
Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the little gay and the big gauge, James Harris.
Lil.
Welcome to the weekly running of the boys, with today's full episode only available on.
Patreon.com/throwingfits.
Before we get into the finale hang of the year, NYC TikTok Capski, and our initial Summer John State of the Union, let's get into a fit check.
Are you getting fucking incepted with ski?
No, it's my way of making fun of you, but I can't make fun of you because when we're going to talk about the finale hang of the year, I was doing like, yeah, bro, we're getting some fry skis, and then you kept it going to the point where I was like, I'm making fun of you.
I don't remember.
You're like, yeah, you go.
I wasn't participating in the ordering because I wasn't eating.
You're monologuing the whole time, but the pod numbies are going dumb ski.
Yeah, numbies is a fun one.
No, but dumb ski is.
Dumb ski.
I don't know. No, I'm not being. It's my way of making fun of you to your face without you realizing it. That's what.
Catch me on the slopes like a Kennedy because I'm going dumb ski. What's up, bro? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Shitty.
Yeah. Drink that fucking Tom Sandoval juice, baby.
Sandoval juice balls. Yeah. Why don't
You're so extra.
Oh, we should thank everybody.
You're the most extra.
Thank you sincerely to the Throw Gang for two things. First and foremost, all of the amazing, wonderful messages from me and Jenna in regards to Pep, and everyone's condolences were really sweet. And my family appreciated that a lot, so thank you guys. And then we appreciate you selling out that summer shirt.
Yeah.
That was great.
Technically sold out on launch day. The last XL sold at 11:57 p.m. on Thursday. Right? Thursday, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically sold on launch day. It was kind of funny because we made more this time, more than the overshirt. And
a lot more.
And we sold the amount of overshirts that we sold in 45 minutes last time. We sold in 30 minutes this time.
Yeah.
And then the fucking big boys left us hanging out to dry because there were a ton of XLs.
Yeah.
Just maybe like the guys that wear them were just sitting.
Do you think that's emblematic of the audience or like this specific shirt?
I don't know. I think that I don't know about you, but I wear a large in t-shirts and a medium in shirts.
Oh.
So I think that maybe with this being like slightly boxy yet true to size, guys that we thought were XLs because we got that information through like the SIG tee or like other t-shirts, were going L. And so the XL just kind of fucking sat there, which again, we eventually got across the finish line, but it was a little like weird that the XLs were sitting.
You and I like Rain Man the math using whatever learnings come from the previous drop.
Just like that number ends in a 5 or a 0. Let's go with that.
I guess the bigger thing is like, what's the total amount we should make? Like, what's that number? And I think we're kind of like figuring that out. But in terms of how it breaks down, I mean, we knew we wanted to go deeper on medium and large for everyone in that kind of range that missed out on the overshirt. But yeah, the big boys just didn't fucking support, bro.
The big dogs have never failed us before, and they ultimately not failed us this time. Whatever. Sell out, fucking day one. Yeah. We did it again. Thank you. Honestly, I hope the shirts have been touching down, it seems like, because the fulfillment center in Jersey are the motherfucking top dogs in the business.
They're faster than fucking Amazon,
faster than the Flash.
Jeff Bezos can suck my dick.
Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this the first time, but I do respect that there's one guy that who taps in our Shopify where in his email signature he has his lunch break hours.
Oh yeah.
It's
like
don't
you tweeted about this.
Don't email me.
You put this guy's lunch break hours on blast on Twitter.com.
1 to 2 p.m.
Yeah, which is honestly the least you should get.
Oh,
like if I'm that guy,
legally mandated lunch hour.
If I only get that hour, I'm letting everybody know. Do not bother me.
Don't talk to me. I'll murder you.
If the hoagies are rocking, don't come a knocking because your boy is scarfing.
Don't talk to me. I'm eating lunch.
So yeah, thanks to everyone. That was fucking great. We will not.
Oh, big things coming soon.
Well, we're already making the next thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know when that's gonna come, and we have shorts too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Shorts.
I mean, they're fucking the same.
Those
Fucking
look
great.
nice.
Yeah, they're really fucking good. I guess we're going to tease those next week. We're taking a week off from selling product.
Yeah, taking a week off. Lawrence is grieving.
Yeah.
He's sitting Shiva. Damn, that's what it should have been. The sitting Shiva shaman. Next week.
Sitting Shiva sideways.
Next week, because Pepper's still alive.
Yeah.
It is not R.I.P.
That was kind
of
that was like, not to again with the morbid humor, but like the homies in the corner being like R.I.P. Pepper, and I'm like, okay, she's alive still. Like we're not there yet.
Has anyone hit you with an R.I.P. you dead bitch yet?
No.
Well, because she's still alive. But she's still alive.
But thank you for encouraging.
She's still alive.
This is like what you told Luke, where you're like kids screaming just at you on the street podcast and how whack that is. And I'm assuming that will not be the last time that happens.
I got a Jimmy screamed in my face on Sunday.
Well, you shouldn't scream in anyone's face. That's not.
Well, they were across the street, so and that was actually great because it was like they're like, "Yo, Jimmy!"
That's a nice one, dude. Guttural.
Like, yes. Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep it fucking pushing. Lawrence, why don't you start us off to take your mind off the terrible things going on in your life?
I wore cooked.
What are you wearing?
I wore cooked Sambas to the crib. I'm wearing Uniqlo socks. I got on the Fugazi, It's a Woozy, Pistachio Poppy Pantalones. Shout out the fucking boy genius Trev. I bought these because I support Fugazi.
Mark it down. Yeah. 6 minutes, 11 seconds. Lawrence bought something. That's fucking crazy.
For all the LA homies who are not familiar, Fugazi.
How much?
I don't know. One.
This death is really affecting you.
This happened a while back. I just haven't worn them.
Okay.
But they are a very bright pistachio green.
Not too bright though.
Kind
of dusty. Kind of dusty in a good way.
Yeah, for sure. They're fantastic. I am wearing. So again, shout out Trevor. One of my. Honestly, dude. I fucking love this kid. I sent you something that he did because I want to get him on the pod the next time we're in LA.
Okay.
That's unclear, I think, in terms of our booking. But he was the kid, if you remember, when he was, I call him a boy genius because I believe he's pretty young. But when he was in USC and we were still doing Failing Upwards, he went viral doing the anti-Fila Disruptor protesting on campus.
Cool.
So that's him. No, I was at the time. Okay, it sounded
cool.
very sarcastic.
No, I don't know if it's Pond, maybe Friday Fiasco.
Okay, shout out Trev. I am wearing a Kamakura OCBD. I have on a Town Dust TF hat, which despite the wonderful, amazing marketing for the summer shirt that we're really pushing, a lot of people still just ask about this hat. And I hate to be the guy to be like, it's never coming out again.
There has been crazy demand. Let me ask you this. You've been wearing your hat, like, you've been going fucking Leo mode with the hat. You've been, like, pulling it down, and this is, like, you know, some people when they're fucked up, like they like lean a certain way, or they're like yeah, like
or like
you a certain way.
They turn into a fucking zombie.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. With you, I think that the hat comes lower and lower and lower to the point where you're looking like a peaky fucking blinder, or like you're like Leonardo DiCaprio. Is that intentional? Like, do you notice this? Is that intentional? Because with the metalwood, it's been like your face has been like this big.
Well, famously, I have a child's extra large size head, and if I wear a hat maybe at like what would be a more acceptable or normal altitude, there's just a lot of space because I have no head.
That space keeps you cool in the summer.
So I want to fill out the crown. So I guess I pull it down.
But it looks
to fill the crown, pull it down.
The crown looks the same no matter what.
Are you saying I look weird?
No, it's just noticeable that you've been yanking it down. You're on like celebrity stealth mode.
As we've discussed many a time on the show, I like to cover as much of my face as possible to feel better about the face that God gave me, the face for podcasting and radio that I was blessed with.
For the $10 and up homies.
So I pull it down and I throw the shades on, pull those down a little bit. I'm covering up a good, I'd like to think 65% of my visage.
All right.
By design. Rollie on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, Supreme Hanes on the dick and balls. Got the big boy of Greenpoint's finest, and then a silver bullet because, it doesn't hurt to drown your sorrows in alcohol sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hit him with the sometimes.
Sometimes.
All right, cool.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. Thanks, Bupkiss.
Yeah, I was going to say, shout out Bobby Carnaval. He was doing a lot of coke on that show.
Dude,
I thought with him.
I thought that was Ray Romano's brother for like the first 2 episodes.
That's the other guy. Oh, the character.
They're both in there? They're both in it?
Joking? the guy who played the brother on Everybody Loves Raymond, I can't forget the actor's name escapes me, is Joe Pesci's best friend on the show. He's like,
so it's 2 different characters.
Yeah,
I thought they're playing the same character. First of all, I thought they were the same guy because I'm fucking racist
against Italians.
Yeah, against white people. And then I was
they're
like,
not white,
wait,
they're Italian.
And then I was like, oh wait, they're different. They're the same guy, but at different points in life.
No,
whatever.
No, dude, that went over your head, dude. Some people just can't understand, prestige television.
Yeah, man. The writing was just too dense for me. Oh, yeah, I'm a truck guy.
What are you wearing this week, James?
This week? Oh, like today?
Yeah, today.
Okay, sorry. On the feet. Call me Tar Heel because I'm going Unk mode in the big, beefy Hear You sandals purchased. Big weave on those bad boys. Jacob Gallagher asked me where to cop.
Of course.
Co-sign. Going big on the Unk footwear. On the ass, I got these kind of like, I don't know what color would you call this? Like a peachy, like a muted peach, like a dusty
orange.
peach.
Yeah, dusty orange
from SK Manor Hill.
Ooh, shout out Dom.
Still continues to be one of the most slept on brands in my opinion. And every time I go to the Nepenthes Friends and Family sale, I just gravitate towards the SK Manor Hill rack. Maybe that's because they have more to offer than like the EG. Like there's no South to West 8, very little needles. It's all EG.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
AIE.
AIE is good. Did you see any good AIE perchance?
Not really.
A lot of animal prints in AIE.
Yeah.
Arts in Education, I believe, is the brand.
Got there a little early, which I guess is the move because even if they open at 10, you should get there early. And this time, for the first time, to my knowledge, they were only letting in a few people at a time.
Well played.
And
for a limited amount of time, or you like
no,
desire?
No. But you had to sit. It was like 1 in, 1 out.
Oh, okay.
So like, my brother and I, we got there. My brother needed a black jacket for a wedding. I was like, get a Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up borrowing my Uniqlo U black blazer that I have for some reason.
That you got for your grandmother's funeral, I think.
No, I.
Speaking of morbidity.
No, I didn't because I've never worn it because the tag was still on.
Oh, okay.
I think I got it because I was like, I'm never going to need like a suit for funerals as people die.
People do die. That is a necessary part of the human existence.
Are you doing like a ceremony for Pepper?
No.
Okay.
She saw a bunch of people this weekend.
So I'm not going to wear to Pepper's
No.
funeral? Okay.
No.
It's not going to be like
no.
this episode of Succession.
I mean, I know we are going to cremate her and keep her ashes for sure.
At Pep's funeral, are you more of a Roman Roy, more of a Kendall, more of a Shiv?
So let's see here.
Is she in there?
So Roman Roy, complete fucking waterworks bitch mode. Kendall Roy, stiff upper lip, keep it real but be vulnerable, and Shiv somewhere in between. If Pepper was gonna have a funeral, I'd like to think that I could keep it Kendall, maybe get a quick little laugh in from the crowd. I believe he got like a nice little bit in there.
Yeah, we talked about how shitty of a person he was.
Yeah. I don't know. Somewhere on the spectrum.
SK Manor Hill, the Nepenthes sale was, I complained about it a lot last year because there was fucking nothing and barbaric behavior from the whites. This time there's a lot more on display. Yes, I got there early. And I think that because it was like not a super crowded space, people were keeping it more civil where they weren't like grabbing entire racks, dumping them on the floor, and be like, no, get away. This is my pile. This is my pile, Lawrence. Get away.
Did you go to the Friends and Family Early Access Day? Did they have that this year?
It was just on it was like Wednesday, Thursday, and went on Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We talk about it. You go every year, every 6 months?
I believe every 6 months, but maybe it's every summer now.
I like to think that you reviewing it on the pod is a tradition unlike any other. But this year you were happy with how the civility was handled.
Dude, yeah, and also the offering. The total haul was 2 blazers from SK Manor Hill. Kind of wish that I found the matching trousers for this kind of like not asymmetrical double-breasted blazer, but like it's 2 buttons, which I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, but $80, can't go wrong.
2 total.
2 total.
Damn.
It is a single double-breasted. It's a single double-breasted blazer.
That's called a 2x1.
Okay. Another just like unlined, I believe linen, khaki-colored blazer, perfect for the fucking Italy trip we're going on. These shorts, a matching pop-over anorak. That's a 1/4 zip, but it had this like triangle piece here that I'm actually getting removed because I want to like be able to unzip it and like actually feel the effects of unzipping
You're gonna do surgery on a John.
Doing surgery on the John. But I love this fucking color, and I think that we're getting into summer John State of the Union, but I think that like these like surfery colors are gonna be a thing this summer. Like these oranges, like teals, kind of like bright, vibrant blues.
Yeah.
Yellows.
Absolutely.
Kind of like 60s California, 70s California.
Wait, are these
and an engineered garment shirt.
These have a lining in the shorts? Or
No, but they are kind of like swim trunky. And a South to West 8 like performance jacket that wasn't. It had the tag, so it was straight from the store. It wasn't like a QA defect.
A second as they're called. So how much did you spend total? What was the
for
damage?
Something?
Damn,
for like,
dude, coming away with the full word. I mean, that's the
for like
sample sales.
6 Johns, like $80 a piece.
Yeah. So look at that.
$70 a piece.
Great scene, and then big haul.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
My brother got the things I need to get, so it was a big day for the Harris boys. Moving on up, CP Company T-shirt, Roa pullover, knit with the loose gauge.
You got it.
You can kind of see my titties.
You're leaking in the back. You have to snip off. I think you snagged it.
Oh, yeah?
We got a little. See this
Good.
Right there? Yeah.
Can't wait to pull on that thread.
Please don't. You're going to lose the whole fucking sweater, dude.
That's the point, bro. Wear your shit.
Okay,
Hanes
Weezer.
boxers. What?
Okay, Weezer.
What?
The sweater song.
Oh.
If
God damn you, half Japanese boys. Maiden name rings. Hanes boxers, I said. Greenpoint's finest. Diet Pepsi. fit check, drink check, complete.
Yep.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast.
Let's do the damn show.
Real quick. So while you were dealing with your dying dog, I decided that, life is short.
Yeah.
Let me do the things that I've been always constantly putting off. I finally, for the first time, took a little step into your world.
Okay.
And watched in its entirety, because I'd caught like glimpses here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Finally watched in its entirety on the projector to get inspired for our Italy trip, really get in the mood. The Talented Mr. Ripley.
The Talented Mr. Dripley.
I cannot believe that The Talented Mr. Ripley did a Ronnie Feig and ripped off the entire ALD aesthetic. What the hell is going on?
You have really never seen it before? Or
No.
bits and pieces?
No, just the fucking memes, just the fucking
Just
Zoot
the
boards,
Zoots,
just
just
like
the Zoots.
the one scene where well, spoiler alert from the fucking movie from 24 years ago, he kills Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yep.
Kills
a lot of people.
He does. But at what cost, Lawrence? At what
Yeah.
cost? Yo, I just
Jude
want
Law
to say.
gets domed in that.
Yeah. I just want to say,
Yeah.
honestly, like, my fault for taking this long and, like, really only consuming it via, like, the mediums of.
Dude, I think it came out in
of
1999.
99. The mediums of, like, Instagram and mood boards and fucking menswear and hashtag menswear and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fits were kind of fucking mid, dude.
Oh, really?
The fits were not as good as I was hyped up to believe, or like my expectations were so infinitely bloated.
Yeah. But you'd already seen all the fits because that's
Not
what people-
really, because I didn't
knit
really know that.
polos
I didn't really
and-
know that Jude Law was in it. Like I knew he was in it. I didn't know he was like the guy that like everyone's fucking trying to creaming their fucking polo knits over.
Normally, when I see people post Zoots from that movie, I feel like it's usually Jude Law and GP, Gwyneth Paltrow, because Damon is poor and doesn't really have.
Damon's just wearing like
sauce.
like shoddy like sack suits and like a corduroy jacket that Philip Seymour Hoffman, excellent scene stealer by the way. If you haven't seen the movie,
Oh, dude, he's the
do recommend it.
Shout out Freddie Miles, R.I.P. That bitch.
Yeah, exactly. But his fits were mid. Yeah, Damon's fits.
He's one of the big boys that didn't cop the fucking summer shirt.
Yeah, because he fucking got killed by a statue. Damon's fits shoddy. Jude Law, I guess, is like the fucking guys that people are creaming their linen trowel over, and it's like, fine, it's whatever. Like it totally is like gabagool. I mean, guys like unbutton their two bottom buttons and think they're at the fucking San Remo Jazz Festival. It was not. It did not deliver in the John's department. Again, my fault for having my fucking expectations blown way the fuck out as like, because this is considered by guys of our ilk the most stylish movie of all fucking time.
Damon gets a good after he's like stolen some money and shit. I forget what his grift is, but there's many grifts. He has when he's with Gwyneth.
He parts his hair the other way.
When he's on the
Italians are fucking stupid, bro.
When he's on the Vespa with Gwyneth, he does famously have on Gucci loafers.
Okay,
which is delicious.
All right, yeah,
and a classic.
Yeah. And Marge, do you see my suit, Marge?
I forget if it's probably Jude Law, but they shout out a store in Rome, and I wish I could remember. But it's
starts with a B.
It's a real store, and I visited, and this is a nice little segue.
Dude, you went on the Talented Mr. Ripley fucking grand expedition?
Yeah, like a Disney adult.
The Ripley Trail?
He Antonio. It's called. I was gonna say
Bugatti.
Borsellino, but that's a hat brand. Antonio, who is our guest next week, Antonio Ciangoli of 18 East, a very famous proud and famous Italian-American designer. He was like, you should visit this store in Rome. It's mentioned in Dripley, and it's legit. So I went there many, many years ago, and I believe I blogged about it on sartoriancline.blogspot.com.
That is very fucking lame.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's cool, I guess. There was a scene
Can you
shot.
find the store name?
I'm trying. There was a scene shot in the Gucci store.
Yeah.
I guess some of the cafes that they shoot at were like real cafes. Like I think there's not a Finelli, but a Dinelli.
Oh, really?
Which is great. Yeah, I'm not going to keep trying.
That's fine. I can look it up.
Okay, keep going. But yeah, I don't know. That was my fucking Saturday night.
Did you watch it with the GF or by yourself?
With the GF, with the projector in bed. It was fucking awesome. 2.5 hours. Just love the projector. Just posted up, pillows, all akimbo. What are you doing? Are you looking up your own blog?
No. Yeah, it's hard to find because when you Google like
we can move on.
Anything about fashion from this movie, you do just get all of the apparently underwhelming Zoots.
I just think that like maybe it's that maybe guys are dressing so well in 2023 that the Talented Mr. Dripley is no longer the fucking blueprint that it may have been 5, 10, 15 years ago. Again, I was just kind of laughing.
I would say last summer.
This is your god?
Wow.
Yeah, the fucking god. It was the knit polos, the knit button downs, with the fucking stripe like window panes.
There's
That's kind of it. And he was wearing like a blue suit with a fucking like swing hat, like a
fucking fedora.
Like a fedora, but like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. What's the genre? Ska. It was like a ska ass hat. Like, come on, dude.
That's not ska. I will say that the movie
Americano. That's the outro song.
Oh, really? I was gonna make a dedication to Pepper.
Okay, what's Pepper? Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge.
No, The Cure, Pictures of You. Okay. Obviously, not obviously, but you know. What I'll say about that movie is
Subway song.
What is more inspiring than just like the fits? Because you're right. Maybe that like gabagool core adjacent look.
When was the last time you watched it in its entirety? When you asked you this?
I don't know, maybe like you want me to check Letterboxd?
No, I don't.
Maybe because that's logged. Maybe like last year or something.
Okay.
I enjoy the movie. My point that I would make is that the inspiration, like how Jude Law. And the rich homies, Freddie Miles and Gwyneth are living, to me, that's what's inspiring.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
No, grifting your own...
They're doing it right, dude.
Yeah, grifting your own waspy parents and talking like this.
Oh, and you know what Damon... That's good, Freddie Miles. You know what Damon does that I think he gets clowned on, but is actually kind of like now... And we maybe talked about this a little in LA, but like the beach stealth wealth look, he wears loafers to the beach, remember?
Yeah, but then he takes them off. He doesn't get clowned on.
Oh, he doesn't? I felt like it was like a side-eye moment from, the Richies. But either way, I like that move.
He was fucking ripped, and his fucking ding-dong was dangling.
Really?
Yeah. You
cock
can see
watch. Maybe I need to rewatch for the cock.
You can see the dickhead for sure.
Oh, nice, dude.
You can see his religion.
Shout out fucking... you think that he's...
Larry.
Is he a bisexual icon?
Yeah.
Thomas Ripley?
Yeah. Yes, he is. Is he not fully gay?
Well, he definitely has the psychopathic obsession with Jude Law, and there's the bathtub scene. But then, like, he also has, honestly, I think he just might be a homosexual.
I think he's gay.
Yeah, he's just straight up. So not a bisexual icon, nay, a homosexual icon.
Yes. Big shout out the big homos. All right.
Thanks for the review.
Anyway,
bud.
just wanted to get my fucking 2 cents in there.
You don't like anything, dude.
No, I like the movie, but again, when it came in the Johns department, I was just like, this is fine. This is not as crazy fucking big brain as like you and other letterbox ass motherfuckers like to make it out to be. Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
not out here fucking making TikToks about how to get the fucking look.
Bro, you absolutely, when people are like, most Dodge music, okay, first of all, talented Mr. Dripski.
It's
okay.
Dripley.
Dripley ski.
It's up there for sure. I think, well, in the terms of the canon, yeah, I think it, you're just not into it because it reminds you of a Mulberry Street look from last summer that like we talked to Antonio about this too.
It's not even that. It's that like it's like like rich guys in the 1950s, like post-war America, like they all look good. Especially when you're fucking Jude Law, pre Power Alley cul-de-sac Jude Law,
but he's
and like
still
skinny,
showing signs, bro.
But Twinkie Damon, like yes, if you're hot,
Twink Damon,
and you
fire.
wear this stuff, you're gonna look fucking good. If you're a normal peon citizen and you're wearing Jude Law ass knit button downs, like maybe not so much.
Jude Law and a semester abroad, baby. That's a reference to brand new,
all right,
famous canceled band.
Okay, speaking of Italian fucking places, we had a little hang this past week with John Carmonica and Joe Coscarelli.
The Popcast
Dream Team.
The only two.
The only two.
Yeah. Well, I guess Popcast is more John. It used to be John and this other guy. Rat. What was that? Ratliff. There was some other guy who left.
The Rat King?
The Rat King left at times, and then Joe gets like subbed in every so often. But it's mainly John's thing.
No, it was cool to see in their duo that just fucking killing it. And, like their chemistry was just like off the charts. I mean, second to only one.
Yeah. They do a thing where it was like a foursome, and not to like necessarily like watch game tape and review people's conversational skills. They'll do a thing, which honestly I find very fucking charming and cute, is they just get like locked in on each other, and we're just sitting there and they're like just having their own conversation.
Well, they're on their like news. They're on the New York Times show with like, is it? Can we? You can't. Is it?
Yeah.
Like,
media motherfuckers.
Who?
You know.
No. Yeah, exactly. Which we'll get into later.
Did you say where we went? Went to Finelli.
Well, yes, we went to Finelli. Cafe Fanani.
You know what bothers me? And I've just only recently corrected this, but people do it possessive, like, yo, meet me at Finelli's. And I used to do that all the time. It's just Cafe Finelli.
Yeah, that's the fucking, what's the shit from How to Be John Wilson? Who's the South African guy?
What?
Who's the South African president?
The Mandela
effect? Mandela effect. Yeah, it's
anyway,
Finelli.
We went to
Whatever, Finelli's. Is it Servos?
I don't know.
Is it
I speak English.
Is it Clando or Clans?
Clandestino. I call it Clando, but some people say Clans. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what is the version that makes you sound not like a poser.
It's a regional dialect.
It is Times Square of it's white Chinese.
Yeah. So we went to Finelli, which was kind of a toss-up because, and like, look, Finelli, always a blastic institution. It was kind of a toss-up because, much like a lot of other places, for sure, that has happened.
There's a whole article about this in Grub Street, written by Ezra Marcus.
And a whole thing in WAPO, I think, which happened right around the same time. I don't know. It became like the fucking Gen Z Zoomer, like, runway fashion show. It's where all the TikTok, like, yo, my man, like, what do you wear? What's on the wrist? What do you wear? Like,
oh, that
fucking
fucking
in the building.
The People's Gallery.
Yeah, is like happening right there. So we were like, let's go to Finelli. Let's have a backup plan in case it is fucking chock full of the Zoomies. And like some guy had a fucking TikTok that was going crazy because he did catch it in like its worst moment possible.
Yeah, this is mad funny, and I'll just play the audio, and it'll be like we'll zoot it out, but it's funny because it's just like a your ass motherfucker. Let me get my volume up here for the people, and I'll do it right into the mic.
Y'all see what the fuck TikTok do? This shit turned this shit into fucking Lucien or whatever the fuck that shit called. This shit was never like this, bro. This shit used to be, I just used to walk in that shit and use the bathroom. Now motherfuckers want to congregate in front of this shit. Fucking derelicts.
That orange police barrier, which is like the color of these shorts, is truly like a fucking like
it's a post-up spot.
It's like a models fucking getting their flicked up, like dudes hitting on the models. That one guy that you thought was Theophilus London. So you did a not very slick at all drive-by on him. We're just like, you're like, yo.
If anyone would like to do any
yo Theo.
No,
yo Theo.
I did what I thought was a very surreptitious. I just did a little walk around to see, mainly because Theo's back. He's in the city. You saw him at Luke's.
I'm like,
alive.
no, it's a tall black dude that's wearing cowboy boots. Like it's not Theophilus London.
To your point, if anyone does want to do some amateur political lobbying, like you're gonna run into Ella and Sam, like. Right there. Like, that's what it is, you know? So, shout out Finale. Anyway, I don't know what your relationship is like with this institution. As a New Yorker, I think we can both agree it's classic in the sense that isn't it like the oldest bar in downtown New York?
Second oldest. I believe the oldest bar still running is Ear Inn, which is all the way on the west side. Oh, yeah. So it was like a fucking like sailor's bar back in like the 1700s.
Never catch
you know what I mean?
Before, above 14th Street, bro.
I think it's below 14th Street, but it's like way, way, way west. It's like on the west side.
I always assumed, and correct me if I'm wrong, that your relationship to Finale was a bit begrudging because it always was like a very much a hashtag menswear like spot.
No, but look, just you can't judge a place necessarily or any brand really by its clientele. Look at rock climbing. I like rock climbing.
Yeah.
People that rock climb fucking suck. Finelli, like what I like about Finelli is it honestly is what I love about New York is that it has every stripe of life there.
Sure.
The fucking old Soho winos that somehow still live in this place.
The regulars that are somehow still alive, yeah.
Everybody except tourists until now.
Well,
go to Finelli.
And you made the great point because, like, obviously this this TikTok was circulating, and it's like a very much like, look how they massacred my boy type moment. Because this TikTok, which you guys will see on social media if you do follow us and care about that kind of thing, it looks like that. You look at that and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
But Finelli is not like
derelicts.
Exactly. Like, okay, the TikTokification of places is very real. And but this isn't anything new to like kind of New York. It's the TikTok is the main like driver of that now. If you grow up in New York and my whole shit is like avoiding crowds.
Sure.
Like half my fucking MO is just like, all right, we could go to that place I want to go to, but I don't want to have to fucking wait. I don't want to have to, put up with like loud people, just crowds, right?
Absolutely.
This shit was definitely taken like Saturday at 3 p.m.
Yeah, like the nicest day of the year.
If you're pulling up on a Tuesday at 5 or 6 or whatever we did, like, and you don't want to sit outside.
You're good.
Because they're like, you could sit outside. And we're like, nah, we don't. It's like a 45-minute wait. Like, no, we just want to like drink in the back.
Yeah, catch me in the back with the rotary phone at Finelli, like I'm Drake at Carbone. Like that room is always going to be available.
It's always empty because it's dank. It's dark. You do get service, not the best service, but you're not getting fucking tapped up by fucking TikTokers.
One thing that everyone should keep in mind if they do find themselves in the back room of Finelli, remember when that guy tweeted about like, I was sitting next to some menswear podcast at dinner and they fucking, do you remember this when the guy like shit all over us?
Yeah.
But it wasn't you. It was me having dinner and drinks with my friend Doug, who was in town from LA. And I felt bad that you got roped in because like everyone knew knew he was talking about throwing fits. And
well, everyone knew he was talking about you because you are infamous for not being able to control the volume of your voice.
Yeah, I engaged with him on Twitter because I did want to clear your name first and foremost. I didn't want you to get roped into that. This is maybe like 3 months ago this happened. But I will say that for me, Soho was always really bad, and you've always been, I feel like, an anti-Soho guy because of like, forget about like, cool teens who are now cool grown-ass men, and forget about, like, fucking the hype beast fashion runway show and the Clout Corridor and all that bullshit. It is so tourist out the ass that there's really nothing of value at all there anymore.
No.
Even, like, because if you wanted
Except for Finelli.
if you wanted to go shopping at high fashion brands and you didn't want to go above 14th Street to Madison Avenue, you go to Soho. Everyone is down there. But even that now, it's like, not that that's something that, someone like
You want to do.
that you or I would want to do. But yeah, this guy in his TikTok, which again is hilarious. So shout out to that your ass motherfucker. He was probably watching the Knicks with you at fucking Scars that one night. He got it at the worst possible time because there's like weirdly not a ton of bars in Soho, right? You got Soho Room, Spring Lounge, Toad Hall, Lucky Strike is gone.
Ugh,
And you got Finelli.
rip.
So if you are a tourist and you want to grab a fucking spritz on a hot day in between going from fucking Loewe to fucking, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're going to stop there. It's a great value. It's cheap. The food is good. The drinks are cold. Like, I get it.
It's not cheap.
But are you joking me? That's what I love about Finelli is that the...
Oh, well, sorry. I was talking about the food.
So am I, kind of.
It's like a $20 BLT.
Which in New York is great, but no, it might be. Honestly, I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I feel like it's cheaper than $20.
It's cheap for Soho.
If
right?
I knew, and I think I've said this on the pod before, and I definitely told you this joke. If I know someone is taking me out to lunch in Soho, I'm asking for Altro, Paradiso. I'll say, yo, take me to fucking Lore, Fish Bar, whatever. If I know I'm paying, I'm taking your ass to Finelli because of the price point.
Sure.
What's the BLT? What are we working with?
Let me see.
I'm so fun.
BLT and fries 18.
Woo! You know it under 20 bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
I like
not.
the
This is
food.
This is not.
In
This
term-
is not updated.
You don't think so? In terms of this is before the it's a recession-friendly Soho establishment.
It's pre-Biden inflation.
It's fucking New York, dude. Nothing. Every BLT is fucking $18, dude.
Not the Aki way. No, I think that it was very encouraging. I really liked that we went there again at Tuesday. Like, you got to pick your spots, right? Like, yeah, if you go to Finelli at 3 p.m. on a Saturday on a beautiful spring day, you're a fucking idiot.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. That same night, my girlfriend went to Servo's. She walked in at 5:30, got sat right away.
Sure.
Like, you had to fucking kind of maneuver around the hordes, right? The barbarians are at the gates. The barbarians are inside the fucking city.
They are, dude.
And so, like, yes,
They scaled the wall.
the TikTokification that have like ruined restaurants and like reservation culture we've talked about, where it's like impossible to even walk near your neighborhood spot at 7 o'clock on a Friday. You kind of had to just like maneuver your way around it, which isn't a new thing. This is why people eat super late. Why people go to fucking Lucien.
super
Why
early.
people go to Lucien at 10 p.m. Why you and I love to fucking post up at Bernie's at 6 o'clock.
On the dot.
On the dot. Like, we went in there a few weeks ago, walked in, and on like a Thursday, I think, at 5:30, and it was like relatively quiet. The quietest I've ever seen it.
Enough room to chill at the bar and have a martini without fucking bumping elbows with, Chris Echeverria or whoever. Question for you, and it's a twofold one. First is, when people ask for New York Rex, and let's say they specifically were like, I'm going to be downtown in Soho, would you and do you recommend Finelli?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. Because I do.
I always preface it where it was like, yeah, if you want like the classic, like if you have to stop in Soho and you want like a classic spot, Finelli.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool.
And if like it's not gonna be like fucking bougie and fancy. If it's not a fancy boy or fancy girl,
Yeah.
If they're not, if not someone that if it's someone that did not buy the Sporting Rich wellness book for $100,
It's for the coffee table, dude.
yeah.
By the way, your new coffee table is sick. I guess the audience is never going to get to see it, but it's fire.
I can't hold it up. It's heavy. Thank
I
you.
was going to say, what are you going to like?
Relatively cheap too.
Oh, yeah? Where'd you get it?
I forget.
Gatekeeper.
No.
I'm kidding.
Because I know where I got the new outdoor sofa. I just put that together this weekend.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Damn, that looks great, bro.
Thank you. I need to get an umbrella.
Too bad, like, the direct sun makes that an unpotable situation.
Umbrella
Could be a
is
fun little hang.
Umbrella's next up.
For sure.
The crib is finally coming together. I'm getting rid of this piece of shit.
How many years later, dude?
2? Two? I think it's two. Two in April.
A New York minute, baby.
Yeah.
I will say,
What are you talking about?
I recommend Finale all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really preface it, besides, in my opinion, being like, yo, you're not going to like, it's not going to cost you like an arm and a leg and you can get a fucking, frosty
What's a bud?
brewski.
Like $5, $6?
Yeah, Bud Ball.
That's cheap.
Yeah, maybe 8.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I mean, dude, the concept of pricing is literally the Arrested Development joke. How much does a banana cost? $15? It's like, at this point, when you live in New York, you have such a broken brain when it comes to what is acceptable, because you're here to have we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Well, in addition to maneuvering around the hordes,
you can't take it with you.
In addition to maneuvering around the hordes of barbarians in terms of like crowdedness, I think that maneuvering around like price upsurge areas and like spots and like knowing the fucking cheap places is another thing, like a mental map that you build in your brain.
For sure.
Where you're like, yeah, I could go to the place that everyone fucking is TikToking where it's like a $12 beer, or I could go where I know
12.
people aren't fucking posting TikToks, because it does look like it's a shithole. And I say that very lovingly and endearingly, and it is like a $5 Budweiser.
I guess whenever I've recommended it, I've never been shy about my Finale plugs, but there has always been a part of me that's like, damn, is there like better stuff? Am I giving good recs? Am I being a poser? And then how Delaney does his like whatever best, whatever, I forget what it's called. Shout out
Best
Delaney.
of TK Nipper.
Finale, I believe, is not on the Soho one. And when I saw that,
wow.
I wasn't just shocked and appalled, but then I was like, what does he know that I don't? Am I fucking up by sending a lot of out-of-town business, or as much as I possibly can, to this fucking establishment? I don't know.
It's never my first like immediate like, oh my god, you got to go to Finale. It's like, look, solid spot if you need like a break from the sun. Head in there, grab a beer. Tell me which urinal you piss at, because that says a lot about you. Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
if someone's ever asking for LA Rex, are you going to send them to horses?
Also,
Transition. God!
I wanted to make one more little point.
Oh, God, you always do this!
Did you remember, or did you ever frequent Milady's, which was
No!
another Soho bar? Okay, that was another, like, the menswear OGs, Pesco, and they put me onto that, and then it closed, and then they reopened it as, like, this terrible brunch spot. But then that closed, and now it's just Milady's again.
Oh.
And that might be the next time we have a little link up, whether it's me and you, or we're taking the fucking Fab Fiver, just linking up with some fucking Big J journals. Maybe we try that.
All right, so Milady's is your next rec, but let me ask you this.
Well, I don't know. No, I'm saying I can't recommend it until I go and I got to do the R&D. I got a recon.
Okay, so do the recon. Let me know if it's a rec or not, and then let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If someone's in LA and asks for a rec,
run it back.
Are you sending them to horses?
Hell yeah, dude. Absolutely.
If they're not a pussy, get it, but
What is insane to me is that of every fucking episode in the oeuvre of the only podcast that matters, the only YouTube video that was paywalled for whatever amount of time before it gets unlisted, that wasn't unlisted, so we went back and unlisted, was the horses review episode.
No, my fault.
That's crazy.
Something happened where, I was like,
something did happen.
I was like, wait, there's got to be a good screenshot we can take on like Horses Day, which the ruse broke on Wednesday because the same night as the Vanderpump finale. That the former chef at Horses likes to strangle cats while jerking off, and a certain allegedly, according to a certain screenshot that may or may not have.
Stop it! All right, keep it pushing.
Anyway, yeah. So I went back. I was like, when were we in LA? I checked the calendar. I was like, all right, we're in LA on this December date. So we reviewed it afterwards. It would have been this Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I went and found that. And I was like, where the fuck is it? I have Celebrity Chicken. Or no, I have the Fab 5 AMA, and I have like Monday Meatballs. Where the fuck is Celebrity Chicken? Couldn't find Celebrity Chicken. Meatball Mode.
Yeah, Celebrity Chicken, which is a great dish that you could get at an actual amazing restaurant where the chefs don't have, not here to king shame, but strangling kittens is a bit much when you're beating your meat. Go to Jitlada. That's where you can get Celebrity Chicken.
Yeah, that's our rec.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one fucking, and I couldn't find it. Even like I was in the YouTube, the Throwing Fits account, I couldn't find it.
Unlisted, bro.
Chuck found it somehow.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's everyone listening pays. Well, if you don't pay for video, you can go watch that. And I believe you again, Jim's never wrong. He's always early. You were like, this place is mid. You were also so shit-faced at that dinner. That's the drunkest I've seen you in a long time.
No.
I mean,
that wasn't the drunkest you've seen me in a while.
You know how like the whole thing is like, go out with Larry. Larry gets drunk. He's gonna put his foot in his mouth, and then
Okay,
go.
I
have to apologize for this guy. You were the one where I was like, oh wow, I gotta fucking. This guy's going Larry mode.
I wasn't knocking shit over. I wasn't screaming so loud that people were like,
things over.
are you fucking kidding me? I wasn't screaming so loud that people asked us to shut the fuck up. Or anything like that.
Sure.
So I wasn't going Larry mode, I would say. I was definitely the drunker of the two of us. And yeah, my, I think, review at the time in December, 1 month after this cat murdering chef was taken out the paint. Thank
86th.
God. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Because people were like, yo, yeah, he was like up there until like top of the year. I was like, top of the year is like January? What does top of the year mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we were there in December.
Unclear.
But he was out in November. We ate there in December. And yeah, I was like, the food is pretty good. It's both good and overhyped at the same time. And both things can be true. It was the vibes were very just like buzzy, fucking everyone's having a fun time. Yeah. Like everyone knows that this is the main event of the night. They're overspending. The food was really solid.
Yeah, great burger. We really liked the burger.
Didn't blow our dicks off.
I believe the burger was dick blown off, hemorrhaging from the groin. We really liked it.
Okay, caramelized onions on a burger. Wow.
Okay. All right, Keith McNally.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I give it like 4 out of 5 dead cats.
I was waiting for it. I thought the whole thing is we weren't going to talk about these unsubstantiated rumors.
Okay. Let's talk about the fallout of it, right? Because like we were kind of like Foster was tweeting about it. And he told us what happened, or we found out what happened early.
Your review was this is only popping because it's the one New York restaurant that somebody opened in L.A.
It's not that. It's that it's the only.
That's what it was at the time.
Is that in LA, I think that there's plenty of places where the food is really fucking good, but the vibes are non-existent. And that's not
strip mall type shit.
Yeah, and that's not by any fault of their own. It's just like the focus on the food, not on the vibes. In New York, there's a lot of places where the vibes are on 10, but the food is mid. Annie McNally establishment.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of places in New York where that do marry the two, right?
The Grill. Le Rock.
No, I'm talking about like
Servos.
like Lords. Or Servos. Like this kind of like the food is incredible. You're going to spend a lot of money. You're going to have a great fucking time. It's loud. You're going to see people. You're going to have run-ins, stop and chats, all that da-da-da-da-da. That doesn't seem to really exist in LA. Horse is really kind of the only one.
Right.
And the fact that it is unique to that city in that regard, people overhype what it is because it is one of one in that city. And people, I think, like put more emphasis on that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Still really good. Still, I guess, a fun night.
A lot of things are going to look like a gem if it's in a pile of turds. There you go. That's
bars.
That's off the dome. All right, so talk about Foster while I get another silver bullet.
Okay. Foster was tweeting out just like kind of like, which he was like, oh, like the rumors are crazy. Like you're not going to fucking believe it when the story breaks. It's happening soon. Blah, blah, blah. And to me, like we heard what happened and we were participating in a way where we're just like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. The rumor, it eventually did come out like what the rumors were.
Yeah.
What was a bummer to me? Well, first of all, it felt like the most recent like big Twitter day where you mentioned a good big Twiter day was when Trump had COVID. And everyone thought he was gonna die. That was fucking
shit
all
was a
time.
Fucking movie on
that was
the TL.
all time.
That's also pre-Elon, right? So it was a different time. Yeah.
It was a different time. Another big Twitter day. This is like taken way back, but there was a llama on the loose in Arizona.
Back, hunk.
There's a llama on the loose in Arizona that the fucking wildlife was trying to chase down. That was live streaming. Meanwhile, some cliff in California like fell down, and there was a house teetering on the edge, and people were all waiting for it to fucking fall.
Great days.
Trying to think of another big Twitter day. Those are like the two that kind of stand. Oh, and also on that big Twitter day was there was like a big Nepenthes something or other. So the John's enthusiast got in as well.
Shout out those guys. Wait,
it was the big
enthusiast Twitter.
It was the first day that Engineered Garments Vans came out. The slip-ons, the mismatched slip-ons.
Wow,
yeah,
dude.
big fucking day.
Truly, speaking of a different time, those were complex years.
Yeah, and this was also the
4-pin salad days.
When the horses shit kind of died down, then Vanderpump Finale fired up, and like Twitter was back at it. But the point that the kind of bummer moment to me was that like, yes, this is the first big Twitter day. Oh, and when people thought Twitter was going to die.
Yes, that night.
Because Elon was like in the midst of the takeover.
That is the only thing you were talking about, tweeting things that your girlfriend got pissed about. That night, when everyone thought that Twitter was a wrap, that was the only thing that could finally get me to do the Kate Bush tweet, which is now live and out there.
And doing Dumpsky Numbies.
I wouldn't say Dumpsky Numbies. I felt like that was for the heads, the if you know, you know, because that's a tweet that I have said out loud on many a pod as like what we would be if we were like doing like a draft, like your best draft, like, putting it up there. They call her Kate Bush because of her big hairy pussy. Like, hey, I mean, what are we talking about, people? All timer.
It's still
it's good, right?
Still run up that hill.
Yeah, running up those numbers.
Running up those numbers.
You were talking about the media.
So okay,
talking about these unsubstantiated
because
rumors.
now, like, I'm sure you get this too. Like, all my entire fucking Twitter feed is like basketball and like Black Twitter, which is awesome. Succession and like fucking horny e-girls that are like, oh, I can't stop squirting, like like that type of shit. You know,
I can't stop squirting. Oh my god, what do I do?
Don't yell at me. I might squirt.
Yeah, right.
Not like porn star shit, like
No, but
sad
e-girl.
e-girl,
They're
like
they're streamers.
it's like Midwesterner, like Salem bitch, like children of the Frost ass bitches, like
Frost children.
Frost children bitches.
I think they might be. They thems. I don't know.
like weird, like fucking tattoos that look like portals to another realm.
All I know is Pitchfork hates Dime Square. Shout out
Yes.
our boy Harrison. You deserved better than 5.8.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, reviewing an EP, kind of weird. I don't know, whatever.
Right,
It's 4
but,
songs.
which not to like get into it because we're talking about this other thing. That to me, I'm like, damn, they reviewed the Dare EP. Like, there's some juice here. Meaning, like the scene, which it does, I guess.
What was a bummer with the horses thing was it could have been a big Twitter day where it's like people getting jokes off, but because of the Elon new shit where like people you don't follow are being served up to you, and because I do follow, and we all follow some fucking, like New York media people.
Yeah.
I was getting a ton of like people with 1,200 followers that have a Substack and don't have a real fucking job, and their parents are paying their rent.
Us.
Yeah, and blah blah blah. Where they're like, really? Is that how you're reacting to this fucking news? Like, it became this like. I got put in this whirlpool of people trying to like out blase one another.
Sure.
Where I'm just like, bro, it's a fucking like people are just like being gleeful in the moment.
Yeah.
And just because like what Twitter is it is your instantaneous reaction to like it's an immediate from thought to fucking fingers, right?
Sure.
There's no
Twitter
filter,
fingers, yeah.
and it's like it belongs to that moment, the context of that moment and that moment alone. And yes, it is now forever preserved in amber. But to go back and like be revisionist or like judgmental of something like after more news comes out, it's like, you're fucking gleefully tweeting about this when it's about domestic violence. Like, bro, like
which
domestic
hadn't come
violence
out,
shit
which hadn't even come
hadn't
out
yet.
yet. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's like you just want to pretend that you're fucking with the cool kids and like be popular,
Sure.
and then like there's the reaction to the reaction to the reaction to the reaction.
Right.
It's just a fucking bummer, bro.
I mean, Twitter is just fucking armchair quarterbacks, revisionist historians, and fucking people who are too
Nazis.
cool for school, right? And Nazis. I will say that when you and I were getting the rumors in a bunch of group chats, I was so flabbergasted and really thought that this story was on another level, basically to the point where whatever kind of hype had been building around without anyone saying kind of what was being discussed behind closed doors or in group chats at the time. Like, it was a thing to me where I'm like, oh, this is fucked up considering how morbid this whole situation is, but it was living up to the hype. And despite that, people still being like, oh, time for the backlash to the backlash to the backlash. I'm like, no one can even remotely pretend to even have fun on this website.
I know.
Anymore.
It was
It
just
sucks
so
bad.
It was so not fun.
No.
So it's a real bummer.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like if you're watching a basketball game and your team goes up and all of a sudden you're like, yo, like, oh, we got this, and then like 4 minutes later when your team is down, you're gonna really? You're gonna say we got this?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
It's just not a fun place to be. And like, I don't even, and here's the thing, dude. I want to be like, or not even want to, but, oh, Elon. Dude, people, it's the users, dude.
Yeah.
It's so convenient to be like, this guy ruined it. It's like, no, literally look in the fucking mirror. You ruined it. Everyone, it's all the fuck, and media people more than anyone, where it's like, I will say the funniest
Like
thing,
fake media people.
seeing fake or real media people do the whole LA versus New York thing.
Oh, that was
honestly,
crazy.
how about y'all fight to the death, dude?
Yeah.
Because y'all suck.
Like,
All of
oh,
you.
actually, horses ruined by New York people, not cat murdering shit. What?
Yeah, dude. It was.
Bro,
that
when
was
we were there,
it's a tough scene, bro. And it honestly does prove the point where what you and I always used to say is that if you could only have one social media account and you had to fucking wipe the rest. Everyone, me and you always would say it's twitter.com. That's where we fucking riff. That's where the boys fucking cook.
Now,
not anymore.
Discord? Discord making my Discord?
GM. Yeah, dude, I don't know. And I don't know what my answer would be. I mean, obviously, monetarily speaking.
Reddit for the gifts, baby. For the
Reddit,
porn
dude.
gifts.
Honestly, as a masochist on my Roman Roy shit, yeah, dude, maybe I'll keep Reddit around because those motherfuckers, they try to keep us more than honest, dude.
I mean, also, let's be clear. I'm not complaining necessarily. I don't want the squirting e-girls to go away. All right?
Want
Like,
those. Yeah. Hey, by the way, you can also find them on Reddit, bro.
yeah.
I know.
The squirting e-girls.
Because I've seen your phone.
The squirting e-girls are at the gates. And, Open up.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
All right. Let's
A different type of kitten getting choked out if you catch my drift. Let's move on.
Call me a horsey chef because I'm murdering that pussy.
Don't tweet that, dude. What was the one your girl got pissed about the eating coochie, munching coochie?
Well, it was
with
Jack
with
Nicholson
Jack
being
going goat mode.
Well, it looks like there's a photo of a monkey that looks like him, like, and it's like me after the dick appointment.
But what do you say? Munching coochie and coming up for air? Is that what it was?
Coming up for air whilst munching coochie, asking if the bean noshing technique is hitting.
Goddamn, noshing beans, dude. My man in his turn of phrases.
Noshing that bean.
What a fucking. That's
I wasn't
why you got
sure.
a filter, baby.
I wasn't sure if noshing was with a silent K.
Oh, I don't know.
How
did you spell it? Like
with
Noki?
an N? With an N.
Oh,
No, the silent
like
G.
Noguchi?
Or if bean noshing should have been one word or like a hyphen, but I just went 2 words.
Yeah. I don't think anyone was worried about the spelling and or the grammar.
Nosh and bean, baby.
Yeah. More about. Some guy goes, "You're 47, bro."
I was like, yeah, eating pussy's a lifetime endeavor.
Yeah. Also, what are you supposed like? So 47-year-olds are not supposed to munch cooch?
I mean, this guy. This guy.
You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the fucking problem.
Congrats,
Dr. Dre.
You're
J,
the problem.
87. Eat more pussy.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, speaking of eating pussy, let's get into a Summer John State of the
let's
Union.
finally do this, dude. Let's just.
This is okay. Big caveat, Robbie. Include this in the clip because I don't want to get fucking continuously killed on TikTok. Luke Mook did enough of that for us.
I feel bad, like, because you and I, like, I'm not gonna go into the fuck. Oh, Danny McQueen killed himself. Put some respect on Givenchy's house. Shut the fuck up, dude. Talking about men's clothing, which I guess was our boy fucking the Wizard of Oswald, who was maybe the first ever black designer at a major house.
Yeah,
so
but I think Luke's point was like, yo, if like when you think of a brand identity, Tisci was one of the first ones in the early aughts to be like, yo, like when you think of Givenchy, you like, okay, you know that McQueen's the GOAT, you know that Oswald Boateng's the GOAT, like, but you can't necessarily, and the layman, the common layman cannot point to 90s McQueen and be like, oh, like it was such a fucking look that it was so romantic. Like there's no with Tisci, it's like, yo, sharks and dogs.
Yeah, dude. Horses.
Skirts.
No, and
what he's saying is that
what
he's saying is that and also that was like when fucking social media took off, which is like now like there's scans and old archive photos of like McQueen, but with like Tisci, it's like that was the first like 21st century real visual identity of Givenchy, and to follow that up. And yes, there was, I believe, 1, maybe 2 people between the two.
Probably.
Matthew Williams has not been able to like kind of like stamp what the
develop his own
Givenchy visual code is. Whereas like, for example, Bottega, it's the woven leather, right? Like that's like, and the green.
Shout out Matthew. As Daniel Lee has exposed himself on the Brenda Pod, which we talked about as a fake. I will say this, like, listen, I do not like it when people rope in TF with something that straight up the guest is saying. With that said, sorry I'm not a fucking nerd, and I was too busy eating coochie to watch The Throne in 2012 to, like, give a fuck about scans from obscure magazines and coffee table books. I got Sporty and Rich on the coffee table. I'm bumping The Throne, and I'm eating fucking poon, dude. Get off my dick.
This guy didn't do any due diligence. Now, I don't know who he is or anything, but
now I will say that he did himself no favors with the Fisher on SSRIs. That's a tough look. That's, but honestly, you could read about that in the Sporty and Rich Wellness book.
Exactly. But the same guy that didn't do his due diligence on Luke Mook, also I think he had another TikTok like not too far down where he's like, yeah, so these dunks are super fashion. They didn't have my size, so I bought reps.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, a lot of, people trying to fucking cloud chase off of TF's vapors. No surprises there.
Yeah.
Get in fucking line.
Happens every day, B. Context is king.
Yeah.
And so the context for this is that while we are doing a Summer John State of the Union,
ready.
This is all our personal, Jimmy's opinion, Larry's opinion on a certain subset of topics that we think will play in this summer. Again, we're not speaking on the larger picture and trends out there. This is just what we like for my shit and what you like for your shit.
Friends and family of the show might remember that we did this for fall in an episode entitled, I believe, the September issue. Now we are pivoting to the new season. We are on the cusp of spring-summer. So let's get into it.
And this isn't comprehensive for the summer. This is just a few
No, we're just doing this for...
I thought you were going to call it fuck with, not fuck with.
Honestly, honestly, that's kind of what we're doing to some degree.
Personal summer uniform, Lawrence. What are you fucking with?
All right, so the footwear is a bit unclear. I definitely am going to get in line. Speaking of getting in line, whether it's Finelli or people wanting to fucking clout chase off of the goddamn motherfucking boys, I'm going to get in line on my fucking Jimmy Clone shit, and I am waiting for both pairs of the ALD Fisherman sandals to touch down. I will be wearing those. Will they be worn with socks? Unclear. I'm thinking about it. If it's not those, honestly, it's probably going to be a fucking pair of Belgians as per usual, or I don't give a fuck that everyone and their mom's wearing Sambas. I'm going to keep wearing my Sambas. I'm going to keep wearing my 3 free stripes. Shout out Daryl. Moving on up.
At this point, people that are like, oh, like Samba's dick rider, it's like, stop.
Right.
Just stop. Like, you're
we
not
get it.
being fucking cool or like edgy by being, oh, Samba's
Hey,
dick rider.
hey, take it to Twitter. Honestly, take it to Twitter.
Take it to Reddit.
Yeah, take it to Reddit. Take it to Twitter. I want to say that I'll be doing a much more.
I saw somebody wearing the Paraboot fisherman sandals that I purchased recently at this
How'd they
event
look?
at Hatchet Supply. They looked fucking great.
So you're hype on the purchase because
Yes.
that was a pretty penny.
And I was a little concerned because there's fucking Jimmy clones on the subreddit. So fucking hell has frozen over apparently.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
some guy was like, I'm going to take the plunge and buy the Paraboot Pacific sandals. Somebody was like, size down. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't. I went true to size. So I asked this guy, what's the sizing verdict? He said true to size. So I'm fucking sitting pretty.
We'll all be keeping you in our T's and P's, much like my beautiful, sweet angel baby Pep. Okay, moving on up. Instead of just being like a 5-inch inseam exclusive poppy, I like to think that I'm going to have a wider range of inseams on deck, depending on how I am feeling that day.
Okay.
So obviously, I'm going to have like my baggies, and I'm going to have my fucking TF shorts for fucking when we want to let our nuts hang, and then I have some longer shorts.
Try to let the ding dong dangle.
And then I have some longer shits from Gramici, for more of a techie vibe. I have some longer shit from Pa, a pair of which I wore when we were in Augusta, and you were like, yo, I'm fucking with these. Those are like the green ones, the green nylons. Those are 7, 8, something like that. So
Yeah.
I think a wider range.
I don't think I said I'm fucking with them. I think I said both Asher with the Big Hog and Dick Second Ground have these.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have misremembered.
No, please keep that memory. Keep that memory.
Yeah.
If it makes you happy, just keep that memory.
We're going to talk about like jeans and shit later. But yeah, those, I don't care how hot it is.
Topski?
If it's a jeans day, there's going to be jeans.
What's the
Fun
Topski?
trousers. I will be fucking pleased up. I will be respecting all wives. With the beater on Deckington. Over that, because you're not gonna ever catch me titties fucking out. Definitely the short sleeve button ups. Just yesterday I wore the TF summer shirt.
Saw. Was that button though? Were you wearing button up?
No, I was rocking 2 as I'm wont to do.
You're rocking 2 of the summer shirts?
2 buttons on.
I see. All right.
Yeah. I was rocking 2 summer shirts, dude. You're the only one that has 2.
I got 2
shirts.
shirts.
So that, obviously, like the versions from some of our other brands that we fuck with that do that, like MF Pen or Our Legacy, I will be wearing a fucking hat, to kind of keep the sun out of my eyes. And, yeah, that's basically it. Pretty simple. I don't even know. That's why okay. Anyway.
I know. We have a lot of like, this is like this is like probably stupid that we started with this.
People know what I will.
I should have ended with this.
I'm going to wear.
I'm going to go top down like a motherfucking cop.
Ooh.
Just because I want to. So on the top skis, I'm doing short sleeve button downs.
Okay.
Mostly like
Camps?
we'll get into
Sorry,
whether
my
they're
bad.
camps or not. But then either pod shorts or like shorts. And yes, like you, I'll be not necessarily experimenting or going crazy with the inseams, but baggy.
Oh, right. Use your sagger.
Yeah, I'm a big sagger. Shout out Sag.
Joker, Midnight Sagger.
Shout out Sag. I think they're on
Midnight
strike. I don't know.
Soaker.
Yeah. And then as everyone knows, and or a white tee.
Yeah. The
Just like
sundress of men.
exactly. And just getting fucking call me Tar Heel because we're going unk mode with the footwear. Whether it's whether it's fisherman sandals, whether it's fucking. Oh, and the other thing I might do footwear wise is I've been seeing some of this. Shout out the Austria homies, the Montrealmen. They're doing this,
Madmen.
and I think like it's like a holdover of Gorp.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe like boots with some socks.
What kind of
And shorts.
Hiking boots.
Hiking boots, like a mid, not like a crazy high one.
Yeah.
Not like a camion height one.
You're doing that in the streets. I could see you in like an urban
I'm
environment
fucking
doing
strapped up.
Yeah,
because
choked
like,
up.
because when
that. Choked like a school shooter, dude. Just the tightest shoes you've ever seen.
getting choked like a squirting e-girl on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the unk footwear my feet aren't unked up, and so like just the other day I was wearing some the Fisherman Mules, and I was crossing the street, and one of them just went fucking flying. I had to hop on over across McGinnis Boulevard, which is like an 8-lane highway.
Damn.
It is not a barefoot boy summer, I will say that.
No,
but I was going barefoot. I was going barefoot trying to cop the Fisherman Mule. Yeah, so maybe I want to go.
I like that look. But that's it.
I want to go the opposite and
That's
fucking
advanced.
choke the ankles.
Choked.
Like a squirting e-girl. With some socks pushed down, shorts. And like just regular on top.
Wait, because you're normally an ankle socksman, I don't know if we're going to talk socks and socks height. You're going to wear calf socks and push them down. That's a Larry move.
With the boot, I have to wear calf socks,
dude.
Yeah.
Finally, I got you with one.
No,
is
I
what
do
I do all the time.
I do this with pants though, not with shorts. Not with shorts.
I've never seen it with my own two eyes.
Yeah,
I've
because
never peeped those warlocks.
I haven't gone as beefy with the footwear with shorts as I'm going to this summer potentially.
Okay, let's get
next up.
Let's do the rapid fire shit.
Camp collars.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Okay. I guess for me,
Are camp collars going the way of Pepper?
in my opinion, Larry's opinion, yeah, I'm not doing them. I'm
100%.
Yeah, I'm not doing them.
Okay, see, I'm gonna
Which I know was a similar take and holdover from last summer. I can't say that it won't happen. If you see me on most days, no, I'm not gonna be doing.
See, last summer I was fully anti-camp collar, but there's too many. I think that camp collars absolutely saturated the bro atmosphere. Yeah. Barstool, like the fucking Barstool universe was all about like fucking 5-inch inseams and camp collars, which is like what we were doing 4 years ago, right?
When we were at Barstool.
Yes.
Wait, are we? Oh, so it's our fault. Honestly, dude,
no,
not to be that guy. A lot of shit is our fault.
Yes, we are always. Here's kind of the way it works, right? And just real quick, just mathematically speaking,
go off.
Jimmy 2 years ahead, Larry 1 year ahead. No, sorry, Jimmy 2 years ahead, Larry 1 to 2 years ahead. Throw gang
1 year ahead,
6 months to 1 year ahead.
Uh-huh.
And then it's the fucking like mainstream like fucking chuds. The chuds.
The
right?
chuds. Yeah.
That's right? That's kind of fair.
The fucking squids.
That's kind of fair.
Cool.
Okay, camp collars. There's too many good ones in this world to 100% say no to.
Yeah.
And like I've picked up a few.
So
I've picked up a few recently where I'm like, yeah, it's a camp, but like it's not like camp collar shirt. It's just a good fucking shirt.
Can I amend my statement and kind of agree with you? In your bathroom, the bathroom that I use, my bathroom.
Yes, your bathroom.
For the last month, you've had this E.G. Guayabera just hanging there, which I imagine you maybe steamed out one time and then left it.
No, I bought the wrong size. I got the wrong size, and then so I bought the correct size, and I'm selling that one on Grilled. So it's just hanging there collecting your sharticles.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The Guayabera that is hanging and collecting my sharticles is a camp collar.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's
Never mind.
It's just hanging that way.
I guess my point is that like if it was a camp collar, but at the same time there was something interesting about it in its fabrication, in its fit, in the fact that maybe it was a Guayabera. Yeah, but the platonic ideal of the camp collar, the fun party. What is the cool darty term now? What did you say?
Dager.
Dager. Yeah, we're off that.
Yeah, it's not
I
like
think
it's less frat. Like I bought a Needles one where I get needles back. I don't know, but it's like there's like metallic threads going through it, and there's like it has two Guayabera pockets. The one you're talking about is a linen, so I think it's not a camp, but it's kind of draping down like one.
And it probably could be ironed. Honestly, any shirt could be ironed into a camp, but
that's
not.
True.
And honestly, in any camp can be ironed into a shirt too.
Nice.
Let's go.
No, I don't know about that actually.
Let's go.
Okay.
I don't know, just
all right.
rapid fire.
Lace shirts / slutty johns.
Would you say that like a short sleeve button up with the over the pleaser open is slutty?
No.
Okay. You mean like you got to see my nips to be a slut?
I mean like really see through and like in terms of like our world, ALD was kind of like on the forefront of this with the fucking Cameron Rico shirt.
Yeah. I have one from Ronning. Honestly, that's a camp collar, but it's a lace slutty camp that I would wear over a beater open. So yes, the sluttier the better.
I think lace shirts and a lot of fucking tweet boards, whatever you fucking call them, are being like, yeah, like they're kind of rinsed. I agree with like lace shirts,
oh,
like
really?
lacy, flowery shirts we can really see through.
Needles just did another. Speaking of Needles, they just did a really good one.
It's
so artistic.
But there's so many knockoffs of that, and that one costs like $500, and they're like weirdly late on that.
But like, look at this gagey, slutty, like that over. If you wore that over your skin, I'm fucking with that.
So in terms of slutty johns, I think that just going nips on nits is a good slutty move, especially with the loose gauge, where you can kind of see through. Like I have that Our Legacy zip up one over there, like a
Batwing mode,
a lacy shirt, like that's like femboy shirt. Look at my nipples. Not into it anymore.
Okay,
that was very much a last summer move. I have a Stussy one that you gave me actually, where it looks like a fucking like a fishing net.
Yeah, that's
remember
cool.
You gave it to me.
That's super loose gauge.
I can't wear it anymore. Also, there was one moment I was at a barbecue and I just popped a nipple through the lace, and people were like, "Yo, dude, I cannot unsee that."
Why were you torqued up at the BBQ?
I was drunk.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
sick, tight. Okay,
yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, okay. Short size / fit.
Oh, we already did this. I'm widening. Real quick, I am widening the funnel. I am taking more risks with longer stuff. With that said, the majority of my shorts, which are 5-inch inseams, ain't going nowhere.
I think with 5-inch
make me feel sexy.
With 5-inch inseams, you can, which I believe these are like sagging a little bit. You can alter the silhouette and make them baggier.
Yeah,
I think like the bagginess.
I like that.
Is definitely what you and I will both be doing. Not like hiked up where it's like, oh, look at my thigh, look at my long leg.
That's more me than you because of where my waist is situated and
That's true.
How God built me. No, I'm not a sagger.
You are built like Mike from Monsters Inc.
Mike Wazowski. Yeah. I'm not a sagger, but I'm a bagger. Meaning, yes, I do love a baggier, flared out short.
Oh, you're a bagger.
Short. Yo, you know it, dude.
The legend of Bagger Vance over here.
Honestly, call me a carpet bagger the way I find a bag on a carpet and I fucking go ham.
Just doing floor coke.
Floor drugs. Okay. What about
all right,
did we address that?
Beaters / respecters. Fully back in, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I love them.
I just don't like doing them. Okay. Footwear of choice. What are we doing here? We kind of already talked about it.
Yeah, that's why
I'm going Unk mode. Yeah, we shouldn't have done it. I'm going Unk mode. Asics, the Kiko Asics for sure.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. I really like just turning my sneakers into crushable heels.
Oh, really?
No?
That's so fucking rude to the shoes.
When they're beaters.
Yeah.
When you're fucking done and dusted and they're on their last
kind of beater that you're into, to be honest.
Exactly.
Is beater kicks. Yeah, you know me. I'm 3-stripe life these days.
That and Johnny Depp.
3-stripe life.
9-minute standing ovation at con.
3-stripe life. Fisherman sandals, copying Jimmy. And Belgians, you know the fucking vibe.
Right.
I'm not really I'm not changing up that much from
next up, because I know you got to get out of here. Accessories, hats, buckets, jewelry. You're on your kerchief shit. On your Marge from Mr. Ripley.
I won't wear a kerchief, and I know we disagree here, so this is a fun one. I love it. I think it looks great, dude. I love a guy in a kerchief. I got
the way that Gus Fapperton did it.
Yeah.
What had me busting and fapping. But he's like a sexy twink.
Buster Dapperton. Yeah, no, he crushes it. No, my man, you know Julian. Julian wears a kerchief a lot in the summer. I always think he looks great.
He's French.
Also a French handsome man.
Yeah. What about jewelry? You do anything different?
Just the same.
I still need to get my hoop.
Just the infinity gauntlet for Larry.
I still need to get my hoop. I want to go maybe wacky with a wackier grill.
Don't I still got my hoop earring in?
Maybe with a wackier grill and
grills.
Weird hats, I think.
Oh, I got to give you a little story time here. Jen, when you did your most recent fit pics, right, and you have the grill shot, she goes, "Did James get a grill?" And I'm like, it's like this tasteful 2-piece thing. She's like, "Are they permanent?" And I was like, "No, they can come out." And then I was like, I hate to be that guy, like I'm kind of already talking about being a fucking Jimmy poser, but like when you hit it, you hit it. I was like, "Yo, would you fuck with me if I like did a similar thing?" She's like, "Please do not do that."
What do you got back here?
Well, no. It's like, our boy Jay, who shot all of the photos for the summer shirt.
Oh, yeah, he just got his fangs.
He just got his new fangs. Dude, it's like the tats with me, bro. If I get it, I want everyone to see it.
I get it. I want it.
Dude, it's straight. Honestly, bro, I am full on self-destruction, midlife crisis.
Yeah, you're not very subtle.
No.
In anything you do.
No, and I never have been, and that's not me. Shout out Skep. I'm going to go big smoke mode. I would get visible, but I don't want to copy. Maybe I will.
Bro, here's the thing. I
don't want to copy.
Not to
be copier.
Dude, stop. Not to toot my own horn, but when we did our Mohawk party and Max Berlinger was like, what's a trend? I said very light grill work, light hardware, a 1-piece, a 2-piece. And like that's honestly it's going crazy.
Medium rare.
Light hardware, yeah. Yeah, medium rare on the
light
grill.
grill work.
Another shrimp on the ball, baby.
Yeah, but no necklaces for your boy. Just my standard.
Dude, get a single piece.
I want. Well, fucking who knows? Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for the
Jorts. Where we at Jorts?
I'm
Big Jorts been last. Was that last summer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famously,
you ever get those bone jorts?
Famously debuted him at Pride. Got the cosign from Broski and the Boyf. I have my one pair of jorts that are a little. They're not like Hugo jorts that you wear with fucking Timbs like your Jadakiss or whatever. To go off your fucking boot and shorts trend.
Yeah.
Will those jorts be making an appearance in a boys only fit pick and on the pod?
Wait, what jorts
Probably.
are they?
They're Stussy.
Okay.
You got me them.
Oh, that's right.
You
Your
bought
big
them,
old jorts.
You bought them for me as a gift. They were, and then I hacked them for Pride because they were not gay enough. They needed to be gayer.
Yeah.
But with the fringe, they get like an extra inch. So it's somewhere. I would say it's somewhere.
Does fringe count?
My jorts are somewhere in between gay Pride and Jadakiss.
Oh, dude.
So
all right.
that's the spectrum I'm working on.
Okay.
But I contain multitudes. But no, I still love jorts. You will not catch me in the caps, but you'll catch me in the Stussies.
All right.
What about you?
No.
You hate jorts.
Yeah, I just don't. And now they've kind of become part of like the grimy Y2K dime square. Like I dress like white trash look. So it's not. It's even further out the paint for me.
I wore some jorts and I liked it.
Linen. Where would it?
Oh, I hate linen, bro.
Why do you hate linen?
This might be crazy. I like to look more respectable versus rumpled. Like if that was another spectrum, I always want.
You do?
Meaning I like.
You just talk about wearing fringed gay jorts.
You do not iron.
I iron.
No, you don't.
Yes,
not
I do.
Not like me.
Yes, I do.
You
What are
don't keep
talking
that
about?
fucking iron on you like me, bro.
I keep that iron. You saw the ironing board's always out.
I don't like linen just because of how fucking Rumpelstiltskin it gets.
Well, that's the whole point.
That's not me.
That's not me.
I used to wear in the hashtag menswear days. The amount of linen Isaiah fucking Skittle color sport coats I own.
Well, that's
to
you.
this
So
day.
this is you dealing with trauma.
Yeah, no, truly.
I think that linen.
I'm not going
I think linen pants are tough because, like, yes, they look like your ass, like they've been fucking run through.
You get up from having one beer with your boy and you look like a goddamn accordion.
Yeah. Okay, so linen pants, I'm with you there. Although I do have a pair of Mont Italy linen pants that I fucking love. This is my next John. I'm in the market for a linen, like an Oxford, like a striped blue and white that I can just wear over, like very Italian vibes. Like wear it out to dinner, button up if I need to.
Can I dunk on you? If it's
go
an
ahead.
Oxford, it can't be linen. That's
Okay, whatever.
That's
Okay, it's Oxford.
That's
fucking button down. All
Yeah.
right, a striped linen button down,
Nice.
blue white stripes, just like fucking. I'm talented Mr. Ripley shit.
cool. I like it. I can see you in that. And the shirt.
Just over a tee.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You have to come to terms with the fact that you are going to leave the house and you're going to look like an associate of Indiana Jones digging up the staff of Ra in Cairo.
Which I think for a shirt that you're wearing as an overshirt is fine.
Yeah.
Pants, short sleeve button down, shorts even, no.
Also, I will say that
Jacket, no.
one thing for the sweaty boys out there to really be cognizant of if you are getting into the linen game is that, yes, it is a breathable fabric, but that shit is going to show every drop of sweat. So be careful. Please be advised. You're going to look saturated like an e-girl that can't stop squirting.
Wet boys up.
Yeah. It's a wet boy summer. Wait, are we going with the wet boy summer for the title or talented Mr. Dripley?
No, not talented.
Wet boy summer is good, dude. Woo!
All right, Sunnies. Where are we with Sunnies?
Oh, I only have 1 point about sunglasses.
What's good?
And it's one that I feel is a typical, this is why you pay. Because the Galaxy brains come out. I need arms. You know, an arm on sunglasses. Yeah. Like I need cocks. Thick only, dude. Dude, you're never going to catch me with a skinny arm. Even a thin arm, I'm on the fence. I want the fattest, thickest, veiniest arms. I don't care how big the frames are or aren't. I need thick arms. Which, my favorite pair of shades, my signature style, the Sun Buddies Lubna, thick arm.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm not fully with you on only thick arms.
I'm just saying for me.
Sure. I do like a femme-leaning sunglass.
Yeah, a cat eye.
A cat eye, a fucking goggly one, some fucking frills on the corners here. That's it. Croquis though, you still are Croquis your thing?
Listen, depending on where I am at any point, where in the world is Larry San Diego? If I'm below the Mason-Dixon,
and how many times you need to bury your face in the carpet, carpetbagger?
I will. Yeah, exactly. I will. Yeah, I love Croquis. It's another because I'm not a huge accessory guy, right? No necklaces, no grills, as we established. Only now just with tats and an earring and a pinky ring. I like the Croakies as another element. Yeah, dude, it's another thing.
No. I don't know if tattoos are an accessory.
Oh, right.
They're John. I don't know if they're
we
an
debated
accessory.
this last week, but yeah, no, I love Croakies. I don't think you would ever wear Croakies.
Purely as function. Like if I'm like doing an activity and I don't want to drop them.
I guess my point, thank you, is that it really for me is a form means function thing. Like you can have fun with whether you're like me and you have the rarest. My rarest thing ever is that when Supreme, I've talked about this on the show, when Supreme did the Croakies collaboration, or excuse me, when Supreme did their collaboration with the Oakleys, they did 2 pairs or 3 frames of frog skins. They came with Supreme Croakies that are real and legit, and I own them.
I do think that sunglasses are an area that dudes should actually invest in.
Yes,
and not just get the fucking $10 off the. I'm not saying JMM fucking spend $700.
But JMM are fine, dude.
Unless you can really do it like that.
You gotta be able to afford it.
I think like Sun Buddies hits that very sweet spot. I think like vintage, like good vintage sunglasses, which you put me onto the Versace ones from 194, local 194. Like that level, like a few $100s, because you're not going to lose them if you spend serious money on them.
Yeah.
You're going to take care of them. You're going to keep track of them. You're not going to sit on them. It's almost like a fucking Pandora's John, where it's like the more money you spend, the more precious you will be with it.
Sure.
On this like thing that is like notoriously something you just fucking lose. Right?
I don't break and or lose shades, and one thing I will say is that if you are a guy and you're listening to this and you're like, not a ton of this applies to me because I'm like a baggies and white tee guy. Yo, honestly, the area to flex, so this is kind of like I'm giving a counterpoint to you, is like maybe you do like below the summer budget, the budgie on shade skis, and you go hard that way because you're a simple, like if you're in good shape and you're just wearing white tees and baggies, maybe get some JMMs. I don't know.
I think it's like the white tee, cheap shorts, expensive sun skis, and expensive like foot skis. Like that's a fucking move, right?
One thing we didn't talk about.
And also the sunglasses you're wearing every fucking day ski.
Oh, let's talk about footwear, dude. The biggest brain move. I've said it before on the pod. I'm going to say it again since we're in the segment. Jellies, dude. Get jellies for men. If you can do it,
I don't know.
Fucking meet me on the other side, brother.
I don't know. That's
Brandon
a pretty...
looks amazing in his. My boy Joe. You know Joe Bavasso from AMC.
Oh, like not Jelly's the brand. Like Jelly's the footwear type.
Brandon's our Celine. That he's like, I got it the outlet because... And he also got cooked on the ALD subreddit.
I know. Jellies to me are a little too like Mary Janey, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but like...
fuck with Mary Jane's, too.
I kind of fuck with them, too.
Like Jeans Prada, Mary Jane's fucking rip, bro.
I don't know. I think you're going to go Jelly... Mary Jane. Don't go for like high fashion.
No.
Because like that's to me is like, yo, look at my fucking Prada jellies or whatever.
French. I'm getting served this ad.
Solival?
No.
Solival?
The French clog brand that we talked about when I tried them on a Mohawk for my Stolen Valor. They do a jelly.
Okay.
And that's like a
just buy them, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to. I think
this is what. Yeah. See, when you take the plunge and you buy things and not just wait for flow, you can like try new shit, Lawrence.
Flow plunge. Sounds like a wet boy summer.
Socks?
Pro socks.
Dude, you're finally back on board with socks.
No, I have been for a while because as I've
gotten older, barefoot in loafers was like a very questionable fucking like phase in your life.
Mainly, the shoe that I mainly go barefoot in is Belgians. That's what they're designed to
Disgusting.
do. I will say, as I've gotten older, my feet have gotten sweatier.
Okay.
And by design,
no linen socks.
I have to wear linen socks. Would be crazy. Talk about droopy ass fucking socks.
As long as it's not a fun sock, and as long as long as it's not a no show,
and
as long as it's not a no show, and as long as you're not doing the fucking like 14-year-old kid in Under Armour, doing the fucking like
dry fit Nike,
fit all the way up to the knee.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a cholo thing too.
Yeah.
You know, hey, tell my fucking cholos, right on, brothers. Low. I like a quarter crew. Yeah. That's my height of choice, unless I'm wearing a fucking boot, and then it's a big boy and push down.
I like the calf, and then speaking of accordions, actually in that case, I do like that ripple effect.
Beach fits. What are we doing?
Ooh.
Why is this a thing? I don't know. Beach fits.
Do we want to include baggies? And and on my dripply shit, on my stealth elf shit again, I want to wear fancy run through vintage Charvet Briones, long sleeve pushed up. Open, fucking, maybe that's when you'll see the tits flapping in the wind, and just that within a really simple, technical, gorpy short. I like that juxtaposition. I like that a lot. That is the move for me.
Just button down to the beach over tees if you can swing it, or like if you wore a button down the night before and that was like your going out shirt or like your dinner shirt, just fucking throw that bitch on for the beach because like it doesn't matter if you stink and like it's already kind of literally washed, or it's not washed yet, so you're about to wash it, so just like throw that on.
Go salt
and I think
dog
that's
mode.
kind of like it's cool, like man, I'm a wasp. I'm just wearing whatever.
And
you
those
know?
that's a cotton, that's a poplin. Like you're not gonna do an Oxford to the beach. That's a little bit too hot. But yeah, just something like that. I think that's a fucking move, dude. Honestly, I love that, dude. Roll out of if you are adjacent to a body of water.
If you're having a wet boy summer.
Yeah, if you're having a wet boy summer, roll out of bed, throw on the shirt from the night before, and hit the fucking water.
That's what I was doing at
Hit
Kia.
the
That's what I was
fucking
doing
beach.
at South Carolina Kiowa. I would put on like the fucking linen shirt from the night before, like the 316 shirt from the night before, and just like it was sick.
Hit the lake,
bags,
hit the beach.
Bags for the summer. We're anti backpack unless it's purely function.
Like
if you're traveling,
yeah.
I need a backpack for my climbing shit, right? So I wear a backpack like to the climbing gym. I need to wear a backpack when I'm like biking. Yeah. But outside of pure function, backpacks are a no-go.
Yeah.
What about totes, bro?
I'm a totesman.
I'm fucking off totes. Fuck totes.
Let's disagree for a segment here. Yeah, I took a tote today.
Use your pockets like a fucking man.
Yes.
Hold shit in your hands.
Wait, for anyone who's made it this far, you want to break some news about pockets?
Oh, the next round of Throwing Fit Shorts will have a back pocket. Thank fucking God. It's
Zippered
about time.
back pocket.
Zippered back pocket. Perfect for your wallet.
Genius shit.
Putting my wallet in the front pocket of the Throwing Fit Shorts was always I was off balance. Like I was always leaning right.
Those big pants from Partle Free Heights or whatever that brand was. Shout out to those guys. I'm not trying to be a dick. Those don't have a back pocket. Which is the one. It's like, damn, guys, but they're sick. But and more people
also
ask me about those fucking pants in the damn summer shirt. I fucked
bro.
that up.
I told you.
I went too hard.
Dumbass.
I flew.
It's fine though. We sold them
I
out.
flew too close to the extremely darted pantaloon sun.
Yeah, because a wind blew and you fucking went off like Mary Poppins.
People
in your
were like
big ass pants.
Gas on those pants, and we still sold shirts. So.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
but no, I think that what kind of sucks is like these shorts right now. They only have one back pocket, which I'm like, why not two? Why not have a second pocket? Stussy beach pants. It's like a beach thing. Stussy beach pants only have one back pocket. Why not two?
Bro, the Throwing Fit shorts only have one back.
I know, but those are mesh shorts. That makes sense. That makes perfect and complete sense.
You want the same pocket situation you have on jeans on shorts.
Yes, the more
Patagonia
pockets.
baggies also one pocket.
I don't understand what the history is. We're just respecting tradition. We don't want to like piss off like the First Nations people or whatever who invented shorts.
The
with one
killers
back
of
pocket.
the flower moon, dude.
Exactly. We're not trying to fucking massacre the Odape people.
Osage.
Yeah. So Throwing Fits, we're always improving.
Yeah,
we're always fucking innovating.
Honestly, adding a zippered back pocket have made these such a can't miss to the point where like now I feel bad that thousands of pairs that were sold before are now not
obsolete.
As good. Yeah, truly.
It's like,
we have 2. Whatever we're on now, 4.0, dude.
Y'all had the iPod. We about to drop the motherfucking iPhone of shorts.
Yeah. Dude.
But yeah, use your pockets. Like, don't be a bitch.
And you hate totes, but
I just think totes have become this thing where they become, oh, look at my fucking personality trait via a tote bag.
Of course, but that's not.
Shut up.
But you can say that about anything.
Also, I'm sorry. It's really hard to look cool lugging around a fucking tote bag on your shoulder.
This was the meme, fucking Sisyphus, whatever. I just need long straps. Like the best tote that I own is not an LOB Bowen tote because the straps aren't long enough. It is the Eric Emanuel Reebok tote that came as a gift when he sent us whatever fucking pair of, collaboration on Flow. That is the proper strap length, and I use that every day, and I will continue to do that no matter what you think.
I just think it's hard to look. You can't look cool with a tote bag.
I don't disagree,
it's
but
impossible.
You can look cooler than when you wear a backpack. And, and if it's got to be,
what's cooler than cool? Using your pockets, you fucking bitch.
I will say, if it's a lesser of evil things, you catch me with the tote.
Yeah. Don't lean on the tote like a crutch. The tote will lean on you. Last category, summer night johns. We're talking bonfires. We're talking beers in the park. We're talking fucking on the stoop, on the balcony. When you've been sun-kissed, you've had your wet boy day. Your hair's a little damp. The salt's still... See a dead head sticker on a Cadillac.
Wet boy days turn to dry boy nights.
Voice inside my head said, don't look back. You can never look back.
I feel like this...
The only Henley we fuck with. Don.
True. Shout out the Eagles.
John Henley.
John Henley, which is just a Henley in his bad.
Damn, if Pepper wasn't dying, I would insist on Boys of Summer as the outro song.
We've used that a billion times.
And it fucking rocks.
It's been the title of episodes.
It rocks, dude.
Episodes, even. Okay, I feel like I asked you to add this because my one take, that is not like, I don't think that crazy, but hasn't been talked about, is if I had to buy a hoodie tomorrow, and by the way, we love a fucking cotton blend sweater, a loose gauge, all the bonfire Johns. The summer
Well, don't
night
fucking
Johns.
discount what I'm gonna say. Just say
sorry,
your shit.
sorry. Well, no, I'm just saying I love all that stuff. But for whatever fucking reason, and it's probably Dime Square Y2K head ass bullshit that has infiltrated and poisoned my mind. But if
You are so dime square pilled. When we were at Finelli, can I tell the story?
sure, I don't. Well, is it going to be embarrassing?
Yes. Well, you might think it's flattering. I think it's embarrassing. When you're at Finelli, you're like, yeah, who's that guy? Who's that guy? That guy's a guy, right?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what?
I just
You're like,
recognized him.
Yo, that bald ass motherfucker. He's a guy, right? I'm like, I don't know, dude. He's just a weird looking guy. And then we walk in, you're like, yo, I know who it is. Remember when Caroline Calloway did a reading and she got heckled by some dude and there's a fucking Substack war about it? Like, that's Substack number 3 or some shit.
It's not just some dude. His name is Kyle Brown. And I will say, if it wasn't for him, we would have had Caroline Calloway on the pod, and I feel like that would have gone terribly for us. So
That's true.
we owe him a thank you.
You were just
a
like,
tip of the cap to you, sir.
There were just several. That was one of several moments during the dinner or during the
And by the way,
during the link where they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You're
did-
like, "Yeah, man. Like, did you see that comment on that Substack?" And you're like, "What?"
That's a lie. Also, I think that's who it was. I always assumed that dude who heckled Caroline Calloway was a short king, and this guy was like tall. So I don't know.
How do you know what these Substack anonymous 400 follower having motherfuckers look
I just
like?
I visualize. I close my eyes and I visualize.
Okay. Well, all white people look
We
alike.
say all this. I say all this, and he shits on me to get to the point. Zip up hoodies. I'm feeling them.
Okay.
Man, if I was gonna buy a hoodie tomorrow, it would be a zip up hoodie.
I do have a John.
Easy on and off.
I have a
without
John.
fucking up the
I have a
donkeys.
John that's been collecting dust. That is actually a big brain piece.
Yeah.
That I've been meaning to bust out on like a fucking breezy summer night. It is a Fruit of the Loom gray hoodie that was dyed in indigo by
Sick.
Blue Japan.
Fire.
But it's not branded Blue Japan. It is just a fucking blue ass hoodie that I sold at one of the most beautiful shops in Tokyo, Okura, which is Blue Japan, but some other brand. But it's
You bought it there. You just said
bought
you
it
sold
there.
it. Right.
Bought it there. Sorry, it is all indigo. Everything like everyone there's fucking has their blue fingertips and everything.
Like they were fingering fucking what's her face? Little Miss. There's only one Smurf chick.
Finger fucking the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
What's her
Violet.
name? Violet Beauregard.
Yeah.
So-
regard for Beauregard. Little pussy.
Jesus, now we're talking fucking child porn. Wait, this is a zip up hoodie. Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. For me, and this is kind of a realization I made recently, is that my like John category of the year, thinking fitties because we're almost halfway through the year, might be these like knit popovers. Like got the Roa and mostly loose gauge. Got the Roa. Got the Connor McKnight. It's like a popover rugby knit.
Yeah. You're talking knit collared shirts. Wait, are you talking knit polos?
No, because they're
fucking
they're all
dummy.
they're all
Yeah,
popovers.
well-
they're all popovers.
You just,
They're all
So
pullovers.
they're knit pullovers.
They're knit polo.
They have collars.
Yeah. What are we? Are you
I'm
saying
they're
dripply?
They're knit polos. They're dripply.
They're not knit. They're not the
not-
fucking.
they're not
They're not the
gabagool.
capri fucking gabagool stripes.
Shout out
whatever.
Scott
Whatever.
Frazier. It's not that shit.
Connor McKnight. Got one from him. Got the Roa. Got the Orly mohair.
Connor McKnight, could that work in the summer? No way.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it
on
looked...
a breezy night
Okay,
where you're in shorts
I forgot.
and it's like 63 to 71
That is a very limited range.
on a clear skies night. You can see the Milky Way.
Orion's belt.
You can smell fucking meat cooking in the park. Orion's belt is sparkling.
Some light grill work, if
Some
you
light
if you
grill
will.
work in the fucking mouthpiece. Yeah, dude, these like knit pullovers. I just think they're like very kind of easy breeze. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take. Oh, girl, my girl Cole. Oh, she had the knit polo now. The knit popover.
The knit popover is on James, and the Galaxy is on Orion's belt. That's a Men in Black reference.
Nice.
just watched
All right, let's end this episode. Hour and a half. We meant to do an hour, but all good. Anything for our best friends behind the paywall. Any last words, Lawrence?
Appreciate you guys. Stay up, and we will see you next week.
Let's get wet.